Establish critical limits. This is a process of doing some laboratory tests on safety food management to ensure that the outcomes are safe to be distributed. By undergoing some chemical parameters, we are sure that the food management system in our society are efficient and safe. Food business and handlers must ensure that their practice minimize the risk of harm to the consumer. There should be food hygiene and food standard that will be followed.
Haccp begins with a concept called the flow of food. This term means process of purchasing, receiving, storing, preparing, cooking, holding, serving, and reheating the food in a food service operation. Foods are addressed during these different phases. So when we talk about HCCP or Hazard Analysis Critical Control Points, it is a system which provides the framework for monitoring the total food system. So in each procedures, food workers need to know what standards should be met, what procedures should be followed to meet the standards, and what should be done if they are not met. So to reduce the chances of making mistakes, these standards and procedures are I'm going to discuss. So procedure must be rechecked when any of the following occurs. First is receipts, second is cooking equipment changes, and third is preparation changes for quantity. So for HCC plans to be effective, the unique features of a food operation must be taken into account. So this is because while the process or steps in preparing foods are often the same, so every food service catering business is different. So there will be different food safety hazard caused by factors, so such as menus, available working space, type and conditions of equipment use, selections and supply of ingredients used, process used for operation, production, and service of foods, and standards of good hygienic practices employment in the operation.
Developing hazard analysis critical control point. The format of HECCP plans will vary. In many cases, the plans will be product and process specific. However, some plans may use a unit operation approach. Generic HECCP plans can serve as useful guides in the development of process and product HECCP plans. However, it is essential that the unique conditions within each facility be considered during the development of all components of the HECCP plan. There are 5 preliminary tasks need to be before the application of the HECCP principles to a specific product and process. 1. Assemble the HECCP team. 2. Describe the food and its distribution. 3. Describe the intended use and consumers of food. 4. Develop a flow diagram which describes the process. And the last, number 5, verify the flow diagram. It is important to consider in the hazard analysis the ingredients and raw materials, its step in the process, product storage and distribution, and final preparation and use by the consumer.